Hi guys, we're gonna wing it today. I really don't know what we're going to do today, but actually I do know what we're going to do today. We've got some 34 by 10 by 14 tires here from Superatv. They say they're 34, but they look more like 33s. It's not a deal breaker. I was expecting 33 and a half, but you know, I don't know who writes these forums, but they got to be people that kind of work for Superatv. You know, to say that they're 34 3/4 in diameter once they're installed, not likely. It's not, like I said, it's not a deal breaker, but we did want to show you what the rig looks like now with the smaller tires. And we're going to show you what the rig looks like with the bigger tires. These bigger tires are about, I'd say, 20 pounds heavier each one, so that could be a problem. But I'm also here to tell you that we're not going to do any suspension parts. Trust me when I tell you, these suspension parts are strong enough for these tires. You know, the people who try to sell you suspension parts are the people who manufacture them, they're the ones who tell you that you need them. I'll be the first one to admit if I do need them, but we're gonna ride this rig hard with the original suspension parts. And there's plenty of clearance, even with the big tires. You don't need to, you know, get suspension parts to put the tires out another 1.5 inches. You don't need that type of clearance. Like I said, the people who tell you you need these things are the people who manufacture these things and who make the money off of these things. You know what I'm saying? In the real world, you really don't need that stuff. But I will say, if we do need it, I'll be the first one to say we need it. Now, I ride hard, but when it becomes hard riding, I do take care of the equipment first and foremost. You know, until those checks start rolling in from Red Bull, you've got to take care of the equipment. If you don't take care of the equipment, you won't finish the race. So these suspension parts should be fine, but I will run a 6-month test and I will give you an updated video at that time. What you got to remember is if you do any type of gearing on the rig, you're going to slow down your top end speed. You don't want to do that. And if you use those suspension parts that they make for these rigs, it's going to add weight. So there's a fine line between adding these parts and not adding them. Do you really need them? Like I said, if you're a professional racer, you do. If you're a maniac, you do. But if you're the average driver who rides his rig hard but takes care of the equipment, you shouldn't have a problem. And like I said, if I do have a problem, I'll be the first one to admit it, and I will update this video as time goes on. I got to get down to Discount Tire. They're going to put these tires on for me.